What is up, guys? So it's a continuation of the meta typology videos. I want to do a series with it, and now I'm gonna talk about the four elements, kind of associating them with OPS categories, symbolic categories of OPS. Water. I don't give a damn. I do give a damn, sorry. So yeah, the four elements. Fire, air, a lot of shows about the four elements, a lot of civilization. They all come up with the four elements because they exist in reality, and now we want to express them with symbolic categories. They're pretty complex, not gonna lie, but I will try to actually associate them with OPS categories. So let's see how I go about it. Okay. Fire. When you think first about fire, it's more like feeling or masculine intuition, more firepower, maybe higher social, right? More flex, more DI, SF maybe? Is it more SF, NF, NT? Water seems more NT, I would say. I always find water more NT, more global, more collective water. Fire seems more, fire is the opposite of water, we can say. Associated in a lot of culture with the yin yang, or even earth and air associate with the yin and the yang in some fashion. Masculine, feminine. Very interesting how they blend together. And even like a matter around us, it's really like a composition of earth or fire, earth and water, like a lot of, and air, all around. So yeah, I'm gonna associate them with each. It's gonna be more applicable. I'm sorry, like that series. If you see that the title is meta typology, pretty much guaranteed that it will be more playful, because I'm trying to really see. Like I'm trying to be accurate actually, but like I do it in a playful manner, and over time, if the time that I actually play with it, and it seems to be actually somewhat the same, and it seems that it actually seems to be accurate, and how we see reality and how it maps. The more we'll say, okay, it's more like okay, fire is more, it has that quality, and we might know that with the physics particular quality, but we still have a lot of work to do with the symbolic definition and associating them, kind of expanding the metaphysics, because it's not just with the explicit that we will achieve a lot of stuff in my sense, and of course it's more me being aware of the savior in it. But yeah, I think that can be useful in our life if we bring the top down, if we bring the bottom up, and they meet, and we understand them, us being in the middle of that fight, of that play, more that play, fights. Duality, whatever. But yeah, fire and water opposite, air, earth opposite. Earth is more masculine, I would say. Fire, actually, fire is more masculine, but a lot of it has still a chaos to it that is more feminine, like shape shifting. So it has a lot of androgynous. It's really androgynous in a way, fire, but I would say it's more masculine. Androgynous, okay, sorry for the writing. Air, feminine. It has a masculine edge to it though. They all have a feminine and masculine edge. It's more to say, okay, what seems to be the most accurate within it, and really hard to say, to be honest. And it's actually, I didn't start with the writing actually, because they seem to be the hardest, but flowy, you can see. It's more feminine, Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, it does seem it's actually more feminine actually. Water is more feminine. It's more flowy. You can say that it's more flowy. Air and water are more flowy. Fire and earth are more solid, or they have a kind of an aggressive, or it's impactful, or it has a weight to it. You can say. So yeah, it's more in the sense of masculine intuition. So I mean, if you have Ni masculine, it will be pretty much a fire. Or MFI, masculine feeling, also has a fire edge to it. So yeah, SFNF, really SFNF. It's oftentimes very DI. Even they pick and show the people that have more firepower or something like that have more DI. Also social one, more it has more reflex to it. Yeah, for sure. Well, the air. I mean, yeah, fire and water are opposite, but it's more like a fight between brothers in a sense, that they are not quite opposite in that sense. So I would argue that actually air, I think, is more a social form, even in the quality of air. I mean, air at a fast rate. I mean, it's like the social form masses together. It's like a wall of impact, but alone, and it's kind of everywhere. It's kind of multiplicity. It's everything. You can say it's more play-like. So I mean that's not true. That's not true. I think fire is more consume, right? It makes more sense that it's kind of consume everything. You can like the digestion is has more consume quality. I guess the sleep like a refreshment, a renewal, which seems to be more something water, sorry. So yeah, water and fire seems to be more like brothers that fight each other rather than per opposite. So yeah, maybe more sleep. I think it has a DE quality, and yeah, I think it's feminine intuition. Yeah, I don't think you can see well, but feminine intuition. I think it has more NTNF edge to it. NTNF. Yeah, so it seems that the first one is the opposite, but the second one is kind of the same. I would say so actually. DE. Now socials. Hard to say. I think I will let that here. I mean the sleep. I think that contemplation. I mean water has a lot of sleep quality to it, like refreshment, renewal, like a detoxification. Even sleeping, the unconscious has a lot of fire too, but fire is more it's more being consumed by it. It is more disruptive with fire. It's more like a disruptive. Water can be disruptive. It's more kind of something more smoother, more sleep-like. Consume, I guess consume does feel to everyone like a kind of burning of old information for new information. So it has actually more a consume edge to it. I think that air is play. You can see the play. Art, I would say it's more blast. It's more pragmatic in that sense. Blast, even the blast, it's more linear about something. And I guess even art has a play quality like air, but I would say that air seems more like quantity, like air seems more like multiplicity in times of multiplicity, while earth seems to stack. It stacks with mountains. It stacks in a different manner. Yeah, it stacks in a different manner. I mean, OI is the same. It's more like multiple OI, or if it's the same at some place, it will be the same at another place. or I mean they are kind of injunction together with the new and the old. But with the stacking, I would say of earth makes more. It's more blast like, I would say. Um, yeah, masculine sensory. Feminine sensory. Yeah, I think it's feminine sensory mostly. Earth is really ST in my sense, and maybe NT. ST NT. I think ST NT makes sense. Yeah. With air seems more NF. Is it though? I'm not sure. Is it? I mean, it's not ST and D. Probably NF and T, I would say. NF and T. Yeah, it's more OE for sure. I guess Earth is more. It's more like the stabilization, the ground, or the OI. Can say that the order that we all fall into back. Fall back into. Sorry. So yeah, and I guess it will be more social. 3. And I think that air is more social 4. I think that water is more social 2. I hesitate with social 2 there and social 3 on water. Because social 2 are a lot more pragmatic, more multiplicity. It does that. Earth does have that, but it doesn't make sense with that. Water is more, yeah, it's more magician. I like. That's more the archetype of the magician, sorry, which is more social 3. I like. But now I'm just it's kind of too hard actually. But yeah, and I think that overall, air is M, so it's intuition. Earth is S. Water and fire. I think fire is more Fi T axis. And it's more feeder like. But I would say it oscillates. That fire seems like people that don't process emotion well have a lot of anger, but at the same time it can be a firepower of feeling. So it seems like it depends, but it's not purely feeler, not purely thinking. It does have a more feeler edge to it. Like it's more heavy intensity of emotion. But I would say it's more characteristics of FIT, while FETI is more water. And it seems more thinking in the sense that it clears the thinking, it can flood even to thinking, maybe a feeling numb, like not having emotion at all, or feeling, like sorry with the emotion and feeling, they are different. Well, I would say a feeling is more like an intellectual emotion, the feeling I would say. So yeah, it's more thinking I like. But I would say it's more the axis. And I think that earth and air fundamental or more M for air and S for earth, but they do seem more NESI anyway. They are more about levels, with the S being more the bottom and the air being more the top, and they kind of encapsulate each other in the mediation that I think that the NESI axis actually does. So yeah, that's it. If I have something else, I'd say it. So it does make sense. Maybe I don't know, IJ for art. EP for air, I think it's more like hyperactive people that use air power, it's more hyperactive, or sage. Well, I mean the NF might be more the sage part, but the EP more the hyperactive. Yeah, art are very down to earth people, down to earth, even in the expression. You know, fires me more IP. Even you can have like, I mean, in a lot of shows, fire, love ENTJ, and I think it's more the archetype of the social one. I mean, a lot of people associate that with ENTJ, or no, you can say trouble with the feeling at the bottom. But I would say it's still some fire is more something EP like, more DI like, and I think that an SFNF can be more like demon, actually the person searching for that. And the people that have that, like ISFP or ENTJ, they will represent a lot of the fire. Well, I don't know. ISTP, ENFJ will represent more the water, which is more the FE at the top or the TI at the bottom. Which seems more actually NI SE axis, I would say. Fire and water seems more NI SE. SE. No, for water. I think that water is more EJ. Even if it's sleep, it's like a sage tribe person that sleep. That is really the collective and NF. And I think it's more NT actually. It's more clear thinking. It's more like, okay, reshape your thinking kind of fashion. Much air is more like when you are on top of the mountain, the air, it's more NF. It's more like kind of elevation. I explained that. Yeah, thanks for watching. It's more a fun video, but my method typology. This will be my new series. So my new video will be about that. It's more fun. I know it's more impersonal, more people. I'm still doing the videos for me in practice for the real deal, the future that I really want to do. Redo actually my videos, but connect them even well. Set my mind on some concept, and actually, blast that at a better place, and me being prepared, and all that. So it's more for practice, but I hope you enjoy it if you watch it. But I do it more for me actually. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks everyone that watch.